This one's for mobile app developers. If you use any Google Maps Platform SDKs for Android or iOS in your apps, check this out. Are you ever managing your build.gradle file, pod file for CocoaPods, or Carthage file and wonder, am I using the right version of these Google Maps Platform SDKs? This video is a guide to choosing the right version for your app and keeping the dependency up to date as the platform evolves. When you build a mobile app, SDKs allow you to integrate Google Maps Platform features, such as adding a map to your app or interacting with the Places API, in your preferred development language. Unlike Google Maps Platform Web Services APIs, which access just one version, the current version of the platform, SDKs are installed as binaries at build time. Each binary file is like a snapshot in time, and since it's a file that can't be edited, new versions of the SDK need to be released each time we want to add new features or change how the SDK makes its requests. Each version is a different snapshot, so we publish release notes with each version to list out what's different about the new version compared to the version before. If you don't specify which version of the SDK to build your app with, the default is often to load the newest version of the SDK available. That can mean unexpected surprises if the newest version contains breaking changes, since that may cause errors in your existing code. If you're using one of the Google Maps Platform SDKs for mobile, such as Maps SDK for Android, Maps SDK for iOS, Places SDK for Android, or Places SDK for iOS, the best thing to do is to specify an exact version number. When you build your app with an exact version number specified, your IDE, such as Android Studio or Xcode, will show you a warning if a newer version is available. The Google Maps Platform SDKs for Android and iOS follow semantic versioning, which means that breaking changes are only introduced when the major version number gets increased. If the recommended version matches the major version number that you're already using, you can upgrade to the newer version with minimal effort. If you see that the newest version has a higher version number, you might need to make some code changes in order to use the newest version. The good news is, since you're specifying a version number, you're in control of when you upgrade to the newest version. When you're ready to upgrade, release notes are your best friend. Check the release notes for each new major version to see what changes might apply to your app, including the removal of deprecated features or raising the minimum supported version of Android or iOS on your users' phones. If you're not ready to raise the minimum OS version that new versions of your app support, plan to upgrade your SDK dependency at a later date. If a feature of the SDK has been deprecated, the release notes provide information about the replacement feature with migration instructions. I hope this tip helps you specify your dependencies with more confidence. I've put a link to a blog post that explains how specifying versions can help you control when you need to handle deprecations and decommissionings, so check that out down below. Thanks for watching, and happy mapping. Are you ever managing your build.gradle file, pod file for Cocoa Puffs? Oh, jeez.